Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Sandal College Boys Section Online Class 8. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Here is Akhtar Saeed, your English teacher, with another important lecture on the textbook. That is Unit number 1, Text 2, the poem The Newcomer, composed by Brian Patten, that is on the page number 16 of your textbooks. Dear students, before embarking on the poem, I would like to tell you something about the poet Brian Patten. Dear students, Brian Patten was born in 1946 in Liverpool, England. He left school at 15 and joined a newspaper to write a column about popular music. Through this column, he met other poets and made a name for himself as a poet. He has written many collections of poems for adults as well as children and has made them immediately accessible to a wide audience by reading them himself in live performances. Patten's poems are a mix between the serious and the humorous, यानी उसने मज़ाहिया और संजीदा दोनों अंदाज की पोइट्री की है, जिसकी वजह से ये बड़े लोगों में और बच्चों में एक तरह से पॉपुलर हैं. They have been translated into many European languages. His most popular collections include Gargling with Jelly, a collection of poems, 1985, The Blue and Green Ark, An Alphabet for Planet Earth, 1999, and Juggling with Gerbils, 2000. Now, dear students, I would like to discuss the theme of the poem The Newcomer, composed by Brian Patten. Dear students, in this poem, Brian Patten presents an animal kingdom where different animals are talking that an unknown creature has come to the forest. It has no feathers, no paws, no fins, no gills, yet it can fly in the air, swim in water, live in trees, soil and mountains, but it hurts, hunts and kills animals. That is why all the animals are frightened. Actually, they are talking about human beings. Dear students, वो ये जो जानवर हैं ये तमाम इंसान के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं कि कोई क्रीचर आ गई है, नई कोई मखलूक आ गई है. वो वैसे तो उसमें बहुत सारी क्वालिटीज़ हैं, लेकिन वो जानवरों को ज़ख्मी कर देते हैं, उनका शिकार कर देते हैं और उन्हें हत्ता के जान से भी मार देते हैं. On the one hand, they are appreciating the qualities of human beings, but at the same time, they criticize us, I mean the human beings, for being cruel to the animals. The poet gives us a message that we should not hurt, hunt, or kill animals. Rather, we should let them live the way they want to live. Now, let's discuss the poem. Dear students, in the opening lines, the poet says, "There is something new in the river," the fish said as it swam. The poet presents a fish in the opening lines of the poem that is discussing something. The fish that is swimming in the waters of the river, it says that it has seen some new creature that has come into the waters of the river. The fish says it's got no scales. Scales means bony plate on a fish. That is actually the protective wall of the fish. No fins. Fins means swimming organs with the help of which a fish swims in the waters, and no gills. Gills means breathing organs. With the help of these organs, the fish breathes in the water. The fish says this new creature has no scales, no fins, and no gills, but it can swim very fast in the water. And this new creature ignores the impassable dam. Impossible, impossible to cross. Ignore, does not care. This new creature does not care for the difficulties of the dam. It means this new creature can cross this dam very easily and goes to the other side of the dam. Actually, this fish is praising the qualities of this new creature. This new creature is the human being. The fish does not know who this creature is, but it is actually the human being. The poet says that the human being can swim into the depths of the waters. Now move towards the next stanza. There is something new in the trees. I heard a bloated. Bloated means swollen, phula hua, thrush sing. Thrush is a songbird, as you can see in this picture. Thrush is a very beautiful bird, songbird. Its voice is very sweet and melodious. It sings sweet and melodious songs. This thrush says it's got no beak, no claws, and no feathers. It is also talking about a new creature. This is actually the human being. Human being does not have beak, claws and feathers like those of birds. But the thrush says, and not even the ghost of a wing. Even the ghost of means not the slightest trace of. It has no wing. That's why it cannot fly. But this human being, this new creature that has no beak, no claws, no feathers and no wing, but it can fly in the air. The thrush is surprised to see this new creature and does not have anything like those of birds, but this new creature that is actually the human being that can fly in the air. There is something new in the warren. Warren is actually place for rabbits. As you can see a lot of rabbits here. Rabbits dig into the earth, make a hole and live in that hole. That is called warren. It is also called burrow. The rabbits live in warren. That warren is, as I have already told you, place for rabbits. Said the rabbit to the doe. Doe is female deer. This is the rabbit and this is doe. Here this rabbit is talking with this doe. What does it says to the doe? Let's see that. It's got no fur. As you can see, there is fur on the rabbits, no eyes and no paws. The rabbit is very much surprised that this new creature does not have any fur, eyes or paws like those of the rabbits, yet digs further than we dare go. Dare means courage to do something. As I have told you that rabbits dig into the earth and live there, but it is appreciating the quality of this new creature that is actually the human beings. As you know, human being can dig deeper than any other animal. They are surprised to see that this new creature has no paws, eyes or fur, but it can dig deeper than the rabbits. Let's move towards the next stanza. There is something new in the whiteness. Whiteness is where there is a lot of snowfall on the mountains. Dear students, you might have visited Murray, and when there is snowfall, all the mountains are fully covered with snow. That is called whiteness. Said the snow bright polar bear. There is a polar bear. Actually, the poet here presents a polar bear, and this polar bear says, I saw its shadow on the glacier. Glacier means large body of snow. Where there is a lot of snow, that becomes glacier. But it left no paw marks there. Paw marks made by the paws. The polar bear is very much surprised that he has seen some new creature on the glacier. It can go anywhere, but there are no paw marks of the new creature. Actually, he is appreciating the qualities of this new creature. This new creature is actually the human being. The human beings, as you know, can go anywhere in the world. They can go to the highest peaks of the world like K2 and Mount Everest. They can also go to the glacier, as we have the Siachen Glacier in Pakistan. Human beings can go anywhere. They are surprised. All the animals, birds are very much surprised to see this new creature that has come to their kingdom, to their world. This new creature has a lot of qualities, and these birds, animals are appreciating the qualities of human beings. Now, dear students, the last stanza. Here the poet says, through the animal kingdom. Animal kingdom, a world, a place where a lot of animals live. यानी जानवरों की दुनिया, जानवरों की सल्तनत. The news was spreading fast. The news about the arrival, about the coming of a new creature. This new creature, actually the human being. All the animals are talking about this new creature. They do not know who this new creature is or what this new creature is, but they are surprised to see that this new creature can do anything. It can fly in the air, it can swim in the waters, it can live on the soil. But this new creature has no beak, no claws, no feather, no scales, no fur, no gills. This new creature, that is actually the human being, has no beak, no claws, no feathers, no scales, no fur, and no gills like those of birds, fish, and animals. But it lives in the trees and the water, in the soil. Soil means earth, and the snow and the hills. This human being, this new creature, does not have anything like those of birds and animals, but it can live in the trees, it can swim into the depths of the oceans and rivers, it can also live on the soil, it can go on the snow mountains and the hills. They are appreciating the qualities of human beings. They are surprised to see this new creature because they do not know what this new creature is, who this new creature is. But at the same time, all the animals are worried. All the animals are disturbed. They are frightened and horrified to see this new creature because this new creature, and it kills and it kills and it kills. This new creature has come there and it hurts the animals, it hunts the animals, and it's even kills the animals. ये जो जानवर हैं, परिंदे हैं और पानी में रहने वाले जो जानवर हैं, वो बड़े परेशान हैं कि ये जो नई मखलूक आ गई है, ये उनका शिकार करती है, उनको ज़ख्मी करती है और उनको इवन मार भी देती है. Through this poem, the poet brings before us 2 points. Number 1, he appreciates the qualities and characteristics of human beings, that human beings can swim into the depths of the oceans and rivers, it can fly in the heights of the sky, and it can go to the peaks of the highest mountains of the world, and it can live anywhere on the soil. It has a lot of qualities. There is the second point, that is the negativity of human being. We, the human beings, sometimes hurt the animals, hunt the animals, and kill the animals. The poet wants to give us a message that we should not do anything harmful for the animals. Rather, we should let them live the way they want to live. The poet has used very simple words, but at the same time, he has used such words which create a sweetness and music in the poem. That's why this poem has become everlasting and very popular in the world. That's all of today's lecture, dear students. I hope you might have understood the concept that has been presented in this poem, and you might also have enjoyed it. If you have any question, if you have any problem, you may comment in the comment section. I'll be there to answer your questions. Till some next lecture, take a very good care of yourselves and your dear ones. Thank you very much.